This is Jilliana Ranicar-Breese back with Sascha Cooper in Brighton, part two. Sascha, you was it an epiphany at the age of 17 or 18?
More an accident, actually.
Oh, an accident. We've all had those. Right, tell me about it.
Okay, so when I was 18, I came up with the idea after my A-levels to do something for my school. Now, prior to all this, I'm an actress as well, so I thought, well, why not do a fantastic way of giving back to the school, because they were doing a school fete, and I thought, well, why not do something a bit different, bring a fortune teller, so to speak, to the school. So, Mrs. Undy, who was the head of year at the time, she approved it.
Where was the school?
This was St Dunstan's Abbey School in Plymouth.
Okay.
Sadly, no longer exists. But it was a beautiful place. It was in a cloister. It was an original sort of nunnery. Then we changed over to an old naval base.
Are you from Plymouth?
Born in Plymouth, yes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Freedom Fields.
Okay.
But I grew up in Bigbury-on-Sea, which is a seaside hamlet, basically, in South
Sounds
Devon.
Lovely. Yes.
But I went to school in Plymouth after I changed from Kingsbridge Lower School after being bullied, but that's a different story.
Okay.
Anyway, the long and short was, all I did in preparation for the whole thing was to read a book on palmistry the night before the actual fete. We had a makeshift crystal ball.
So you were going to be the fortune teller.
Exactly. It was so funny. You can tell the actress is coming out here, because we had a makeshift tent, we had a makeshift crystal ball, we had a table, and we made it all very pretty and very dramatic. And I had sort of fun things. And I'd been given a set of tarot cards at 16, and I didn't think much of it.
Was that the weight pack?
No. It was the Celtic pack.
Okay.
So for me, it was like, okay, it's a bit, okay, I don't know much about that. That's fine. So anyway, what we weren't expecting was the queue. If you imagine this is the tent. Now, you imagine the queue starts from here, and you imagine that queue going all the way down to the end of Park Crescent. All the way. Now, it's a long road in Brighton, so you can imagine the length it took. So we didn't expect how popular it was going to be. And I was only charging, £1 a reading, just a brief
How much money did you make?
Oh gosh, I think I raised about 300 quid for the school.
Oh, wow.
And that was a mixture of children and parents.
Yeah.
And, well, it was weird. We actually went 2 hours overtime because it was that popular. 2 hours well after the fete had finished.
So if I had come in as a little girl, what did you do on that particular day?
So I had a fake Spanish accent going on, and I was like, "Oh, you'll meet a tall, handsome stranger."
We're going on a journey.
Yes, and I was doing the whole thing of that kind of thing, but I remember saying little things about. You need to have more faith in yourself. You need to do this better. You need to do this. And I remember doing this. Apologies to all the Spanish watching for the horrible accent, but that was what I was doing at the time. And I was really exaggerating it. Anyway, when the queue finally stopped, I was told to stop by the headmistress, came out the tent. My late grandmother and my mum were outside, and they said to me, "What on earth have you been telling these people?" And I was like, well, I've just been acting, it's that. Do you realise what you've been saying is spot on?
How would they know? They were at the back of the queue.
Well, no, this is the people who were coming out the tent.
Yes.
They were actually telling my family how spot on I was. How did she know that? What was going on? And I was like, excuse me? What? So move forward a few weeks.
Yeah.
My mum and grandmother thought, right, we better test this out. This may be an absolute fluke. Okay. So they took me round, at the time, summer fetes in Devon to see what happens. Same thing kept happening.
Right.
Everything I was saying, spot on, etc., etc. So we wait a year. By this time, I was taking a year out before university. So move forward to summer a year later. Now, at this time, I was 19. And these people kept coming back and they're like, do you realise what you said came true? Can I have another reading? So
You're not allowed to say if you see death, are you?
we can't, not for
No,
moral reasons, no.
no.
But yeah, put it this way. I remember, though, this woman coming in, and I remember her distinctly. She was the exact replica of Susie Sue from Susie and the Banshees. You know, so she was very gothic, big hair, really dramatic eyeliner, and she was wearing all black. And I remember her very distinctly. And I didn't know what on earth I was doing. So basically, I gave her the reading. I remember holding for the camera. I held her hand like this, right? And I remember, literally, the next thing that happens, I can only describe it as my body going into shutdown. And all I remember, and this is true, all I remember is somebody, as a male voice, screaming in my ear, no, don't shut me out, please. Don't shut me out. Tell her I'm okay. No. Don't shut me out. Tell her I'm okay. Please. No, please. Tell her I'm okay. Tell her I'm safe.
So it was a spirit.
Yeah, well, I didn't...
From her life.
Yeah, but I didn't know that at the time. Bear in mind I'm 19.
Right.
Okay? I didn't know this at the time. So all I remember is that little snippet. The next thing I know, I'm coming to... and she's in tears. And I'm thinking, oh, my God.
So you went into a trance?
But I didn't know that at the time, you see.
Right.
Bearing in mind, 19, no idea what the hell's going on.
How long were you in the trance for?
I don't know.
Right.
That's the thing. When you're in trance,
yes.
you don't know. You don't know how long you're under. You don't know who's coming through you at that point.
Okay.
But basically, she told me, she said, no, these are tears of happiness. Do you realise you've channeled my late fiancé who died exactly 3 months to this day? And it seemed he'd passed away from cancer. And she actually had found the clothes that she wanted. Seriously, I even offered her a refund because I thought I'd upset her that much.
I hope you were charging more than £1 this time.
No, in this instance, it was a summer fate to be raising money for charity, so you had to keep everything low.
Okay.
So anyway, I came out the tent. Mum says to me, Sascha, you was white as a sheet. What on earth is going on? And I told her what had happened. Her face went white as a sheet. And that was when I had the bombshell. Yeah. I was told by my mother that all the women on her side of the family were Romany Gypsy descent.
I see, you didn't know.
I had no idea.
So what did you do after that? Did you immediately do research or what did you do? How did you react when you heard this news?
Negatively.
Oh.
Right. Bearing in mind, I was a Christian, a fully fledged Christian at the time.
Religious?
Religious, yes. I'd been confirmed and baptised.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought, oh no, I'm going to hell. I'm doing the devil's work. Oh no, what have I done to deserve this? Right? So naturally I did research, but it threw everything I knew.
Did you speak to a priest about it?
No.
Did you speak to anyone about it?
I couldn't. The only people I could really talk to per se were my family.
So did you feel you had a curse put on you?
No, I just felt that I'd been tested. I felt that I'd been, shall we say, put on the spot.
Well, you'd been chosen.
Well, I didn't know that at the time, you see. I didn't think I'd been chosen.
Right.
I felt that I'd done something really, really wrong. I thought, that's it.
You'd been a naughty girl.
Not quite. I thought I'd done something really, really bad.
Yeah.
And I even said to my mum, what have I done?
Yes.
And she said, nothing at all. If it helps, she said, I'm actually scared of this as well. We don't do this. So...
Well, we're going to come back to you in part 3. This is really interesting, Sascha.
Okay, thank you.